Greetings, salutations, Eddie here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my March wrap-up. Today's March wrap-up is kind of a shorter one. I only read 2 books, and I listened to 7 short stories. And I'm going to be going like this a couple times, so you're going to be seeing my ring light and my glasses. And I don't want to take off my glasses because my eyes hurt. I will be talking about the books that I will be reading in April, or the series I'm planning on reading in April. So let's get right into it. The first 3 stories that I listened to were from Ghost of the Shadow Market by Cassandra, Clare, Sarah Reach Bennett, Maureen Johnson, Kelly Link, and Robin Wasserman. And the one that I listened to, the first one that I want to talk about is A Deeper Love, by which was narrated by Kiersey Clemens. And I did a whole review about the short stories in my review of Ghost of the Shadow Market. I will link it down below for you guys to check it out. Follows Tessa Gray in World War II, and Jem and Katarina Loss. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy this one. It was very reminiscent of The Infernal Devices. Anything set in this era of World War II, I am going to be interested in and a fan of. I think that era is so interesting. I don't know why. I think the supernatural story of A Deeper Love worked really well with World War II, and also the use of the Shadow Market I think was really interesting, so I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then the last 2 of Ghost of the Shadow Market are set after Queen of Air and Darkness, which is the 3rd book of the Dark Artifices series. So if you haven't read the Dark Artifices, let's get out of here. Lost World, which follows Ty and Livy. While Ty is at the Skullman's, Livy is trying just to live her life as a ghost. And only Kit and Ty can see her. And I gave this one a 3 out of 5. I don't know why. I just found this story kind of uninteresting in some parts. I really loved Livy's, talking about her ghosts, tasks, her jobs. I think that was really fun. I really did enjoy this story, but not as much as I thought I was going to. So this one's a 3 out of 5. Last one that I listened to was also the last story of Ghost of the Shadow Market was Forever Fallen, which follows the Jace from Thule. So we follow him, but we also follow Jem, Tessa, and Kit. And their sort of story. Tessa and Jem have a child named Mina, and her interaction with Kit is just everything I wanted and more. This one was a 4 out of 5, which is surprising because it has to deal with this story dealt with Thule, and I do not like the story of Thule. I think I said this in my review. I love the concept. I did not like the execution of it in Queen of Air and Darkness. But yeah, so there's that, but it did do one thing for me. It made me more excited for The Wicked Powers, which comes out in 2022, I think. And I believe that's the last series of the Ghost, of the Shadowhunter world. I can't even talk today. I gave this entire thing 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, review is down below for you guys to check it out. Then I decided, you know what, I should probably listen to Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. So that's what I did. I downloaded all the stories of Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. And this one is by Cassandra, Clare, Sarah Reach Bennett, Maureen Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. I listened to the first 4 stories, obviously. So let me just read the plot of Welcome to Shadowhunter Academy, which is the first one. This one was narrated by Devin Bostick. I think that's how you say it. Okay. Simon Lewis never thought he'd become a Shadowhunter. Now he has a chance. One of 10 adventures in Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. After living as a mundane and a vampire, Simon never thought he'd become a Shadowhunter. But today he begins his training at Shadowhunter Academy. Welcome to Shadowhunter Academy is the first one. I really did enjoy this one. I think it was really fun to fall back into the world of the Mortal Instruments, specifically the Mortal Instruments, even though this is set in the same world as Infernal Devices and Dark Artifices. But I haven't read just a story centering around the characters from the Mortal Instruments, and I'm really glad I did. And I never realized how much I missed them. I love Simon. Simon was always one of my favorites in the Mortal Instruments. I love his friendship with Clare and his relationship with Jace and Isabel and Alec, and relationship with Alec, I guess, and Magnus. I think that was really fun. I really did enjoy the story, so it was a 4 out of 5. Second one that I listened to was The Lost Herondale, narrated by Jack Falahy. The Lost Herondale, I'll put the cover right over here, I think. Simon learns the worst crime a Shadowhunter can commit: desertion of his comrades. In the early 19th century, Tobias Herondale abandoned his fellow Shadowhunters in the heat of battle and left them to die. His life was forfeit, but Tobias never returned, and the Clave claimed his wife's life in exchange for Tobias's. Simon and his fellow students are shocked to learn of this brutality, especially when it is revealed the woman was pregnant. But what if the child survived? Could there be a lost Herondale line out in the world today? And I can't even talk. So I guess one of 4 out of 5 stars. I can't remember exactly what happened. I like Jack Valahy's narration. I think he was a good pick for this story. I did enjoy the story, but I don't remember exactly what happened. It's obviously, you know, connecting to, you know, the past Shadowhunter books, I think was really fun to read. But like I said, it's been a while since I listened to the story. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars, like I said. Third one was The Whitechapel Fiend, which is obviously about Jack the Ripper. This one was narrated by Luke Bascalino. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that name. Jack the Ripper stalks through London and only the Shadowhunters can stop him. Simon learns the truth behind the Jack the Ripper murders. Jack was stopped by Will Herondale in his Institute of Victorian Shadowhunters. This is another thing that I love learning about. Anything with Jack the Ripper, I don't know what that says about me, but I really love learning about Jack the Ripper because it's just so interesting. There's a theory that it's more than just one person. I think there's more than one person that was behind the Jack the Ripper crimes. And you know all about like the Whitechapel thing. And I'm even writing my own Jack the Ripper story. So I just think it's really... So I want to get the chance to read any Jack the Ripper story that I can. So I'm glad that I listened to this. This one was a 4 out of 5 stars. Tessa's appearance was amazing. I love her appearance. Anything with Tessa, I love. Then the last one that I listened to was Nothing But Shadows, which was narrated by Nico... Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. Simon learns about James Herondale's time at Shadowhunter Academy. It's hard to be a Shadowhunter when you've got demonic powers. Simon learns about the school time struggles of half-warlock James Herondale in this prelude to Last Hours. And let me just tell you guys, this is a 5 out of 5. James Herondale is amazing. I cannot wait to read him in Chain of Gold. He is awesome. I love James Herondale. I also love Matthew Fairchild. This just made me more excited for Chain of Gold. I will finish this though before I jump into the next Shadowhunter series. And I'm also reading the Red Scrolls of Magic. So I will finish this, Red Scrolls of Magic, Lost Book of the White, and then I will jump into Chain of Gold. Peaceware. Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan. This is the second book of the Trials of Apollo series, and I was not really interested in this book. Started it, wasn't really interested. Gave this one a 3.75 out of 5. It's probably the lowest rating Rick Riordan book I gave. I don't know why. I just really didn't connect to the story. That's why you never saw a book review about this. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that it's so drastically different from the Hidden Oracle, or I just been away from the series for so long to start the next book. I don't know. I mean, it was still good. The writing is always excellent. Apollo is a great lead. I don't know, there was something about the story that just turned me off about it. So this one was a 3.75 out of 5. I finished this book last night, The Burning Maze. This was a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed this one way more than The Dark Prophecy. Was that correct English? I don't know. This one was really, really good. Grover is back, and I love Grover. I really loved this story. There was one thing that happened that knocked down a whole star, and I was so mad that it happened. I'm just so mad. This was a really great story, though. This is a 4 out of 5. I just started today. I started The Tyrant's Tomb, which is the 4th book. I'm only like literally a little bit in. It's really good so far, though. So now on to the series that I want to read in April. Like I said in what I'm reading in March, I want to tackle one series per month. I want to start and try to finish a series per month. In April, I want to start and hopefully finish Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. So I want to read this because one is Leigh Bardugo and set in the Grisha world, and I love the Grisha world. But also Shadow and Bone is coming out on Netflix, and the fact that I have not read this duology is ridiculous. I want to read this duology so bad. It just sounds like everything I want and more. Okay, I had to start calling it a duology because it's actually a trilogy now, because she's going to expand it to book 3. I don't know how that's going to work out, because I heard that Crooked Kingdom was an excellent conclusion. But we shall see. So this is going to be what I'm tackling next month. And that's it for me from today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please get a big thumbs up. Comment down below your thoughts of these books and these stories. And are you excited for Shadow and Bone? I'm uber excited for Shadow and Bone. Like I said, big thumbs up. And for more content, subscribe button is right over there. And I'll see everyone soon in my next video. Deuces.